A style is only protective if it's done correctly and maintained properly. Otherwise, it is just a style. So before you rush to get those braids, pause and ask yourself, is my hair moisturized? Is my hair clean? Is it well conditioned and ready for the installation? Because if not, you're just wrapping damage in a pretty package. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Crown Conversations. If you're new here, my name is Gladys, and on this show, we talk all things natural hair, the real conversations that go beyond just hair regimens. Because let's be honest, sometimes what we think is helping our hair might just be the reason it's not growing. Today's episode is one I've wanted to talk about for so long. Are protective styles protecting your hair? Because let's face it, we love our braids, yes, we love our twist, we love our wigs and weaves, but what if I told you that your protective style could be doing more harm than good? Stay tuned because by the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to make sure your next protective style actually protects your hair and it is not breaking it. Let's start by defining what a protective style truly means. When we say protective, what are we protecting our hair from? It's usually from manipulation, environmental stress, or even overstyling. So styles like braids, twists, cornrows, wigs, or even bands all fall under this umbrella. A style is only protective if it's done correctly and maintained properly. Otherwise, it is just a style. Think about it. If you've ever taken down your braids and noticed tiny broken hairs all over your sink, your style wasn't protecting anything. Because if at all it was protecting your hair, you couldn't have gotten all that breakage. It was suffocating your hair, and that's why today's episode is so important. We are going to separate facts from myths, and by the end, you'll see why my short video, Braids Can Grow or Break Your Hair, is so true, because it's not the style, it's how you handle it. If you've ever encountered hair breakage after unraveling your hair, pause for a minute and like this video because this episode is definitely yours. Let's start with the positive side. Yes, protective styles can help your hair grow. And how does this happen? Number one, they help with low manipulation. Every time we comb, brush, or style our hair, we risk breakage. And with protective styles, your ends are tucked away, giving your hair a break from daily handling. And therefore your hair break less often. Number two is length retention. Notice I said length retention and not hair growth. Your hair always grows, but protective styles help you keep what grows by preventing breakage at the ends. And that means if your hair is not retaining the length, then you will not see the growth. Number three is protection from weather. If you live in a place that is humid, that is dry, or even windy, protective styles can shield your strands from the elements of weather that strip moisture and cause tangling. And number four is convenience. Let's be honest, life gets busy, right? So in such a way that Let's be honest, life gets busy in such a way that sometimes you don't even have the time to style your hair. So protective styles gives you a few weeks of ease without worrying about styling every morning. You can relate if you have natural hair. There are those times when your hair is not cooperating at all. But here is the but. All these benefits only happen when your scalp and hair are healthy before styling and when the installation isn't too tight or too heavy. I'll say it again, it's not the style, it's the technique. So before you rush to get those braids, pause and ask yourself, is my hair moisturized? Is my hair clean? Is it well conditioned and ready for the installation? Because if not, you're just wrapping damage in a pretty package. Let's talk about the dark side. When protective styles go wrong, and this is where most of us fall. Let me paint a picture. You get those beautiful knotless braids. You're feeling yourself, edges laid, confidence sky high. 3 weeks later, your scalp is itchy, you've scratched it until it's sore. And when you finally take them out, your hairline looks thinner. That sounds familiar to most of us, I know. Now, here is why that happens. Number one, there is too much tension. Tight braids or weaves can cause traction alopecia, and this is the gradual or slow hair loss around the edges or around your crown. And the sad part, once those follicles are gone, they might never grow back again. Number two is leaving styles for too long. Sometimes we leave hairstyles for a very long time without even maintaining the hair beneath that hairstyle. Now, a protective style is not meant to be worn forever. Now, after 6 to 8 weeks, you realize that there is a lot of buildup, there is a lot of sweat, and also shed hairs start to create tangles that can lead to massive breakage on takedown. The third mistake that you're making is neglecting your scalp. Out of sight shouldn't mean out of mind. Many of us stop moisturizing or even cleaning our scalp once the style is installed, which leads to dryness, dandruff, and clogged follicles. Watch my video on dandruff on the description box down below so that you can get to understand better. And don't forget to leave a comment on the comment section. Let us engage on the comment section. Number 4 is installing very heavy extensions. Long, thick braids might look amazing, yes, but if your hair strands can't support that weight, I'm telling you that they'll snap. So the next time someone's telling you protective styles help your hair grow, remember they can, but only if you care for your hair underneath. Comment down below if you've ever taken down a style and felt your edges screaming for help. Let's be honest, we've all been there at least once. If you can relate, let me hear your thoughts on the comment section down below. Let's discuss some do's and don'ts of protective styles. I know some of you love lists, so the do's and don'ts of protective styles. Now let's start with the do's. Number 1, prep your hair before styling. Ensure that your hair is cleansed, deep conditioned, and also moisturized. Don't install braids on dry or brittle hair. You are doing more harm than good. Number 2, choose lightweight styles. If your edges are sensitive, go for the knotless braids or 2-strand twist instead of heavy box braids. Keep your scalp moisturized. Use a light oil spray or even aloe vera based mist 2 to 3 times a week to just moisturize your scalp, because your scalp still needs some love. Protect your hairline. Tell your stylist to go easy around the edges. Your hairline is delicate, so treat it like gold. Once that hairline is destroyed, it might be very difficult for you to grow hair again. Take breaks between styles. After taking down a protective style, give your hair at least a week or 2 to breathe. Now, for the don'ts, do not install styles that are too tight. When it comes to hair, no pain, no gain is a lie. Don't skip moisturizing and don't keep your style in for more than 8 weeks. If at all, you're not taking care of the hair that is underneath that style. Don't ignore build-up. Cleanse gently if it is needed, because as we said earlier, build-up will clog your hair follicles, and therefore that means new hairs are not going to grow. Then don't use heavy oils or greases that clog your scalp. Now this one will depend with your hair porosity. You need to understand your hair porosity so that you can get to know the type of products that you're using on your hair. I have a detailed video on hair porosity. Make sure you watch it out so that you can be able to understand your hair porosity. Once you understand that, you will be able to grow your hair. I've also discussed on how you can take a test so that you can understand your hair porosity. So make sure you watch that video. So how do you maintain your hair while it is in a protective style? Let us talk routines. Now, step 1, hydration is key. Use a water-based spray or even a DIY mix. Maybe you can use aloe vera juice or even a few drops of rosemary oil plus some water. And then you can spray lightly, maybe 2 to 3 times a week, just to ensure that your hair is moisturized and it is maintaining that elasticity that it needs for it to thrive. Ensure you're having some scalp massages. Even if your hair is in braids, gently massage your scalp to stimulate blood flow so that this can encourage growth and also relieve retention. When there is blood flow, then that means your follicles will be able to get nutrients that they need so that you can grow healthy hair. You also need to protect your hair while you sleep. Always use a satin or a silk bonnet. Now, cotton pillowcases suck out your moisture overnight, so this is not always recommended because you might moisturize your hair in the evening. By the time you're waking up in the morning, all moisture is gone because your cotton pillowcase sucked in that moisture from your hair. Wash your hair when necessary. If your scalp feels itchy or dirty, use a diluted shampoo or even a cleansing spray because your scalp health matters more than keeping a style perfect. You need to protect your scalp. Remember, we said that your scalp is like a garden, that is where your hair grows from, and therefore there is need to protect your scalp and ensure that there is a healthy environment for your hair to grow. When it is time to remove the protective style, be patient, practice gentle takedown, detangle with oil or even a conditioner to minimize breakage during or even after takedown. Remember, how you take down your protective style determines how much length you're going to retain at the end of the day. You might have gained length while your hair is on a protective style, but again, if you lose all the hairs or your hair breaks when you're taking them down, then that means your protective style didn't actually protect your hair. So ensure you're not damaging your hair during takedown. Now, my final thoughts: protect your hair, don't punish yourself. Now, here is what I want you to take away from today's episode. Don't punish your hair. Here's what I want you to take away from today's episode. Protective styles are not the enemies. The way we use them is. They can be a blessing or a curse, depending on how intentional you are with your hair care before, during, and even after installation. Think of your hair like a plant. You can't just cover it and expect it to flourish. You still need to water it, nurture it, and give it light. So the next time you plan your braids, your twist, or even a wig install, remember this: braids can grow or break your hair, and the choice is literally in your hands. I hope this episode opened your eyes. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, share it, and subscribe to the channel for more real conversations about natural hair, not just trends, but the truth. Thank you so much for watching our crown conversation episode for today. And remember, your hair doesn't need perfection. It just needs protection with intention. See you on my next video.